In this video, we will explore about labels and annotations. We will explain their use cases so that we can decide whether to use labels or annotation for a particular use case. Why do we need labels and annotations? We always want to organize our pods based on some properties. Like if in my company or in my cluster, I have hundreds of pods, then how can I query and how can I just see the pods which are related to the specific conditions? So for that, we use the concept of labels. So the prerequisite for this video is you should have Kubernetes cluster, kubectl command line, and you can clone the Git repo for all the YAML files. Okay. So let's start with what is labels. So labels is like a metadata which contain the unique information of your Kubernetes objects. Labels is defined in a key value pair. We can attach the label at the time of creation, or also we can update it at runtime. With labels, you can also specify your specific pods on selected nodes. So there are different reasons like you want to organize pods by team, by project, by organizations. So this is the sample how you can define the labels. So here I have defined according to the environment, according to the team, according to the project. So there are different conditions according to your need, and you can specify that. It is just a key value pair that will uniquely identify your pods. And when you want to run a pod on specific nodes, this is also a basic requirements. Like sometimes you have one node which has more memory, or some specific configuration softwares are on that particular node. So in that case, you can use this node selector. This is not being used so much, but yes, there is an option if you want to do that. So now we'll just create a pod with labels. So here you can see that I'm just creating an Nginx container, and I have provided the labels as app, Nginx, and like that. So let me just run this. I'll show you here. Okay, it is not in the pods. Let me go to the labels. Okay, and if I do this kubectl get pods, you should be able to see that pod is creating. Okay, we can describe it, and we should be able to see the labels details also. So here you can see the labels like this. Now, if I wanted to update or add new labels to the running, so first we'll add it. So first thing I wanted to tell you that if I wanted to add on the same key, then I need to use the override. So let me just do this, because if I do that, it will say that it has already a value. So you have to use the override to update the existing one. Now it should work. Second, if you want to add two labels, I wanted to show it how you can do that. So you can do like this. And now if I do this describe, you should be able to see all the three labels, actually four labels like that. So this is how you can actually add the labels to the running pod or in your YAML configuration also. Everything is possible. Now, how to remove it? Now, if I want to remove this environment, then how can I do that? So it's a very simple thing. kubectl label pod, your pod name and your key name. And after that, you need to put this hyphen. This hyphen make sure that your pod, your label will get deleted. Okay, so it says that label not found. Okay, we okay. Okay, because I do not have that, so let me just do with something else. Like I have org, so let me just delete it. Okay. Now, if I do the describe, you should not see that. So you can see that. So this is how you can add, you can remove, and you can update. Now, how we can do the selection? So for the selection, you have to just do kubectl get pods and then you can provide your label selector. So here I have provided this, so you should be able to see like this. You have an option if you have multiple conditions, so you can put like this also. So this will also work. Okay, so this is how you can use the labels. Labels is just for organizing your pods, organizing as per your team, as per the environments. So it is easier. Now, annotations. Annotations are also like a key value pairs that can be used to store the unstructured information for your Kubernetes objects. Like you can add some timestamps, you can add some issues like this is corresponding to this thing, right? Information about the owners who are responsible, things like that you can add in the annotation. So from the configuration perspective, it is simple, same as labels. Here you'll just put the annotation and that's it, owner, whatever. Okay, so similarly, using these commands, you can create the annotations on your Kubernetes objects, and you can use the annotation using command line. It's the same commands like you have for the labels. Here you are using the annotate, and if you are trying to update it, then you have to use the overwrite, no difference. And the delete also, you can just use the hyphen and this will work. Thank you.